What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the DC Collectibles DC Essentials Black Manta. Here we do have Black Manta in the packaging, so what we're going to do now is take a little break, get them opened up, and then we'll have a better look at Black Manta. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have the Essentials Black Manta posed and out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what Black Manta comes with. He actually does come with 3 accessories. For starters, he does come with 2 swords that do fit in both of his hands. He does have gripping hands for both of his swords, and they're really nice. And I really do like that you can store them on his little rebreather on the back, which is a really cool addition. He also does come with this bladed weapon which can fit in either of his hands, and just like with his swords, it does fit inside his rebreather. So really glad that DC Essentials managed to incorporate storage for all of his accessories. With that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a better look at Black Manta's details. Here we have a better look at Black Manta, and I have to say I really fell in love with this figure the moment I pulled it out of the packaging. Let's actually just take his swords out of his rebreather really fast, just so we can have a better look at the figure. And I really do love the way this head sculpt is. The helmet is designed really, really well. My one and only complaint is that little mark. When I pulled him out of the packaging, I accidentally scraped him on the front of his packaging, so a little bit of his paint did chip off, which is a little bit of a shame, but I still love the figure despite that. And he looks really, really nice. I do love the detailing that they put into his helmet. It's so nice. You have his little tubes in the back, which again, really nice. They are done with a softer plastic. I would use some caution when turning his head. Let's get all his accessories out, because they will get caught in his tubes when you're moving them around. And something I do like is that the tubes are actually long enough and a flexible enough material that you're not going to get them snagged. If you have the accessories and the rebreather, there is a chance that you might get them snagged, but you can see he can actually turn his head really well. I do like that. And going off to the other side. So that's all really good. Let's actually have a look at his neck piece here, because this is a newly sculpted piece and I really do like it. There's so much detail in it. It's sculpted with the silver, or painted with the silver with the red accents, and you can see that's really nice. I do love that. It's the same red that they use on his eyes, and again the detail just carries over to his back. Moving on to his rebreather, there is a lot of nice little details on it. You can see, like, I'm gonna guess that that's supposed to be like a hydrojet or just some kind of jet to help him move faster through the water. You can see all the panel lining is done really well. And it's cast in this really nice silver color. I really do love it. And there's really not much to say about the rest of his costume except for his right arm, where he does have this gauntlet on it. And this is painted silver, but the detailing is really nice. I do love it. And what I mean by not much to say about it, he's just wearing straight black, and it's a really nice, shiny, glossy black, and I really think that makes this figure stand out. I am a little worried that maybe the gloss is going to make some of his joints weaker down the line, but for right now, it's still a really nice figure, and I'm just in love with all these details. Even though he's wearing a bodysuit, you can actually see the wrinkles in it. He's using the standard Essentials body buck, so you pretty much know what to expect with this figure. But still, really great addition to my collection. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get him posed with a few other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have Black Manta posed next to a DC Multiverse Superman and a Marvel Legends Cyclops. Here we have Black Manta posed next to a DC Universe Classics Aquaman and a DC Universe Classics Black Manta. And for our final comparison, here we have Black Manta posed next to the DC Essentials Aquaman. So with comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at Black Manta's articulation. Now, he does have the standard Essentials articulation. If you're not sure what that is, let's actually run through it really fast. He does have a ball joint in the head, which he can tilt his head to the side, which I really do like that pivot. He does also rotate on that ball joint, as well as has some up and down movement. He also does have a hinge in the neck, which works pretty well despite the fact he has this really bulky helmet on. He doesn't look up all the way, and that's mainly just due to the way his neck piece sits and the way his helmet is designed, but still really good articulation here on Black Manta. His arms are on a ball joint. They do go out to about that far. They do a full 360. No issues there, and I didn't think I covered it, but you can rotate his head. You do want to watch out for the tubes. I don't know how good the material is on that, so I don't know how their limitations, and I really wouldn't suggest pushing it. Again, he has his ball joints in the arms. He has a bicep swivel, double bend in the elbow, although this second bend doesn't seem to want to go. And I'm not going to try to force it because I don't want to break the figure. I'll just heat that up right now, but he does have double bend in the elbow. He has a swivel and a hinge at the wrist, no issue there. He has an ab crunch which goes back only to about there. I can't get it to go any further back, and I am worried that that backpack is going to scratch some of the paint. But he does lean forward quite a bit. He has a swivel in the waist. Legs do go forward, back, and out. Now on mine, his legs are a little bit loose, as you can see, but they're only loose to about right there. If you get them past that point, they actually stand, but in neutral position, they are a little bit loose, so that is a little unfortunate. But like I said, they do go forward, back, and out. He does have a thigh swivel, which works really well. Double jointed knees, which, again, not trying to force the joint, but he does have a double bend in the knee. Swivel at the boot, and I believe this is the same boot that Batman used, but that's a really nice joint. A Revoltech style joint in the hinge, so it does move back and forward. We can rotate it on that joint, and we can give him really good rocker ankle, so overall I do like that design. And then we have a hinge which goes back and forward. So overall, a really nice figure here. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Black Manta posed for my final thoughts. Overall, this is a really nice figure. I love the way he came out. The glossy black along with the silver plastic really does bring this figure out, and I love the design of the figure. He holds his accessories relatively well. I'm not seeing any problems with it. Now, I have gotten some of his joints loose by applying some heat to them. I'm still working on his left knee and his left elbow, but other than that, his joints are starting to come free. One issue I am noticing with this particular figure is that his thighs or his hip joints are getting relatively loose the more I mess around with them, so that may be an issue that you guys come across. But other than that, this is still a solid figure, and I can't recommend him any more than I already am. This is probably my favorite Black Manta I have in my collection, so if you don't have this figure, go ahead and pick this guy up. I was lucky enough to find my Black Manta as well as the rest of Essentials Wave 2 at my local comic book store, so if you are looking for these guys, do check out your local comic book stores. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other DC collectible videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.